My beloved son, my precious daughter, today I bring a message that can change the course of your life. There is something very important that I want to reveal to you, something you need to know that can bring clarity and direction for the days to come. This is a unique opportunity to hear directly from my heart, and I want you to stay with me until the end, as I have prepared a special surprise for those who truly love me and are willing to listen to my voice. While you watch, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the words I bring daily to bless your life. Like this video, share it with those who also need to hear this message, and consider becoming a member of the channel to access exclusive content that will strengthen your faith. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so that you are always the first to receive my words. And please, leave in the comments how this message impacted your heart. Stay until the end, my son, and see the special surprise I have prepared for you. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want you to know how much I love you. This love knows no bounds, is not based on your actions or who you are, but on who I am. I am love, and it is this love that moves me toward each of you, regardless of the circumstances or mistakes you may have made. My precious son, my precious daughter, I know that sometimes the world tries to convince you that love must be earned, that you need to be perfect to be loved. But I am here to tell you that my love for you is unconditional. There is nothing you can do to increase or decrease my love. I loved you even before you were born, before any choice you made. This love is eternal, unchanging, and always present. When I think of you, my beloved children, my heart fills with joy. I see beyond the flaws, beyond the imperfections. I see the potential, the priceless value that each of you carries. You are precious in my eyes, created in my image, and nothing can change that. Even when you feel distant, even when you believe you are unworthy, I continue to love you with the same intensity and purity. I want you to know that my love is not passive. It is an active love that seeks, that pursues, that sacrifices. It was this love that led me to the cross, where I chose to give my life for you. I saw your pains, your sins, your struggles, and I chose to carry all of that upon myself. I did this because I love you deeply, and I desire for you to be with me, in full communion, free from everything that separates you from me. My beloved children, I know that sometimes you may doubt this love. Perhaps the circumstances of life have made you question whether I truly care, whether I am present. But I am here to remind you that even in the most difficult moments, I never leave you. I am with you in every tear, in every struggle, in every moment of pain. I am the God who sees, who knows every detail of your lives, and who loves you just the same. When the world tries to convince you that you are not loved, remember me. Remember that my love is the absolute truth, that remains unshakable, even when everything around seems uncertain. I call you to live in this truth, to allow my love to be the foundation of your lives, the base upon which you build everything else. Do not let the lies of the enemy or the pressures of the world steal this certainty from your heart. My precious children, my desire is for you to experience my love in all its fullness. This love is not just a word, but a reality that can be felt, lived, experienced every day. I call you to open your hearts to me, to allow me to pour this love over you, healing wounds, restoring broken hearts, bringing peace where there is turmoil. When you understand how much I love you, everything in your lives begins to change. Fear loses its power, anxiety gives way to peace, and uncertainty is replaced by trust. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from this love. Neither height, nor depth, nor present, nor future, nor anything else in creation can take you away from me. I am the God who loves without measure, and I am always here, waiting for you to turn to me. My beloved children, let my love envelop you today. Allow yourselves to rest in the security of this love, knowing that you do not need to fight for it because it is already yours. I love you as you are, and I am here to walk with you, to guide you, to take care of every detail of your lives. When you feel alone, remember that I am with you. When you feel unworthy, remember that my love for you never changes. You are precious to me, and you always will be. If these words about my unconditional love have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I receive the unconditional love of the Lord and rest in His peace. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the importance of hearing my voice, especially in times of doubt. I know that life can bring moments of uncertainty, where decisions seem heavy and paths unclear. But I am here to remind you that my voice is the safe guide amid these storms, and I am always ready to speak to you, to guide you, and to offer clear direction. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they follow me. I am the good shepherd, and you are my sheep. My voice is the one that calls you out of darkness, that leads you along the paths of righteousness, that protects you from the enemy's traps. Hearing my voice is vital for your spiritual life. It ensures that you are walking in the center of my will. I want you to know that I speak in many ways. Sometimes I speak through my word, the Bible, which is the eternal truth. Other times I speak in the silence of your heart, through a peace that surpasses understanding, or through a deep conviction that directs your steps. I also speak through circumstances, the people around you, and the doors I open or close in your life. But to hear my voice, you must turn to me. Seek my presence with an open heart willing to listen. My beloved children, I know that in times of doubt, many voices compete for your attention. The world, the enemy, and even your own fears and anxieties can scream louder, trying to confuse you and pull you away from me. But I am here to remind you that my voice is different. My voice brings peace, not confusion. My voice brings clarity, not uncertainty. My voice will always lead you to what is good, to what is just, to what is true. Hearing my voice requires inner silence, requires time in my presence, requires a heart willing to obey. I call you to set aside time daily to seek me, to quiet yourselves before me, to open your hearts and spiritual ears. When you draw near to me, I draw near to you. I am not a distant God. I am a present God who desires to speak with you, who wants to guide you in every step of your journey. My precious children, I want you to understand that hearing my voice is an essential part of the relationship I have with you. I do not want you to walk in uncertainty, but to be assured that I am with you, guiding every step. My voice is the light that illuminates the path, the wise counsel in times of indecision, the comfort in the midst of storms. When you hear my voice and follow me, you are choosing the path of life, of peace, of security. Do not delay this pursuit. The time to hear my voice is now. Do not let the distractions or pressures of the world pull you away from me. I am here, always ready to speak, to guide, to comfort. Trust in me, seek my voice, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you hear my voice, you are choosing the path of peace, of safe direction, of the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who speaks, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the importance of hearing my voice in times of doubt have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I seek to hear your voice, Lord, and I trust in your direction in my life. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the importance of living by faith, especially when facing the storms of life. I know that all of you go through difficult moments, through challenges that seem insurmountable, but I am here to remind you that even in the midst of the storms, faith in me is the anchor that keeps you steady and secure. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Faith is not based on what you can see or understand, but on what I promise, on my character, on my faithfulness. When storms arise, when the wind blows strong and the waves threaten to sink the boat of your life, faith in me is what keeps you standing, sustaining you and helping you persevere. I want you to know that faith is not the absence of difficulties, but the trust in me in the midst of them. I know that sometimes the storms can make you feel abandoned, alone, hopeless. But I am here to remind you that I never abandon you. I am the one who calms the storms, who walks on the turbulent waters, who is always with you, even when circumstances seem to say otherwise. My beloved children, faith is a gift I give to you, but it is also a choice you need to make daily. When you choose to live by faith, you are saying no to fear, no to doubt, no to despair. You are choosing to trust in me, even when you do not understand what is happening, even when you cannot see the way out. You are saying yes to my love, yes to my presence, yes to my promise that all things work together for the good of those who love me. Living by faith also means remembering my promises. I call you to fill your minds and hearts with my word, to cling to the promises I have made, to strengthen yourselves in the truth of who I am. When you live by faith, you are declaring that I am greater than any storm, that my word is stronger than any voice of fear, that my presence is enough to sustain you in any circumstance. My precious children, I want you to understand that faith does not remove the storms, but gives you the power to face them with courage, with peace, with unshakable confidence. I am the one who calls you to walk on the waters, to look at me and not at the waves around you. When you keep your eyes fixed on me, faith grows, fear diminishes, and the peace that only I can give fills your hearts. Do not delay this decision. The time to live by faith is now. Do not let the storms of life steal your peace, your joy, your hope. I am here, always ready to strengthen your faith, to sustain you, to guide you through any challenge. Trust in me, live by faith, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to live by faith, you are choosing the path of victory, of peace, of the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who sustains, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the call to live in faith, even in the storms of life, have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I choose to live by faith in the Lord, even amid the storms. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to reveal the truth about the purpose I have for each one of your lives. I know that many times you wonder what the meaning of your lives is, what path you should follow. But I am here to remind you that I created you with a specific, unique, and profound purpose, and that purpose is intertwined with my love for you. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. I know you better than anyone, for it was I who formed you, who wove every detail of your lives. I see the potential, value, and gifts I have placed in you. Nothing in your lives is accidental. Everything has been carefully planned by me. I want you to know that the purpose I have for you is an expression of my love. It is a path that will lead you to experience the fullness of the life I offer, a path that will bring glory to my name and joy to your heart. This purpose is not something you need to discover alone. I am here to guide you, to reveal each step of the way, to assure you that you are walking in my will. My beloved children, I know that sometimes the path may seem dark, that doubts may arise, and that you may feel lost. But I am here to remind you that when you seek my presence, I show you the way. I am the light that illuminates the darkness, the shepherd who guides his sheep. The purpose I have for you is not something distant or unattainable. It is revealed as you seek me, as you surrender to me. Living in the purpose I have for you means trusting in me, even when the path is not clear, even when circumstances seem to say otherwise. It means believing that I am in control, that I am working on every detail, that I am weaving all things for the good of those who love me. I am the God who makes the impossible happen, who transforms lives, who guides steps. When you align with my purpose, you are positioning yourselves to experience the best I have to offer. My precious children, I want you to understand that the purpose I have for you is a journey, not just a destination. It is a daily walk alongside me, where each step, each decision, each moment of trust in me is part of the greater plan I have for your lives. I call you to live intentionally, to seek my will in all things, to surrender every area of your lives to me. Do not postpone this pursuit. The time to align your lives with my purpose is now. Do not allow the distractions of the world or the voices of the enemy to steer you away from the path I have prepared for you. I am here always ready to reveal, to guide, to empower. Trust in me, seek my purpose, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you align with the purpose I have for you, you are choosing the path of peace, joy, and blessings that only I can offer. I am the God who knows, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the truth of the purpose that God has for your life have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I align my life with the Lord's purpose and trust in your direction. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to speak to you about the need to abandon the fears that hold you back and learn to trust fully in me. I know that fear can be a constant companion in life, trying to dominate your thoughts, paralyze your actions, and keep you from the path I have prepared for you. But I am here to remind you that fear does not come from me, and that I am the God who gives you courage, peace, and confidence. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. I created you to be courageous, to live boldly and confidently, not to be slaves to fear. Fear is a tool that the enemy uses to drive you away from me, to weaken your faith, to prevent you from fully living the purpose I have for you. But I am here to tell you that in me, you have the strength and courage needed to face any situation. I want you to know that fully trusting in me means placing your fears in my hands. I know that this can be difficult, that there may be a part of you that wants to hold on to those fears, that believes it can control them or use them as a form of protection. But I am here to remind you that I am your true protector, your refuge, your fortress. When you trust in me, you are choosing the peace I offer, a peace that surpasses all understanding and guards your hearts and minds in any circumstance. My beloved children, abandoning fears also means learning to recognize my voice above the voices of doubt and insecurity that may arise in your minds. I call you to renew your minds daily with my word, to fill your hearts with my promises, to trust in my character, in my faithfulness, in my unwavering love for you. When you do this, fear loses its power, and your trust in me grows extraordinarily. Living without fear does not mean you will never face challenging situations, but it does mean that even in the face of those situations, you can be assured that I am with you. I am the one who calms the storms, who strengthens the weak, who guides the lost. When you give me your fears, I exchange them for my peace, my strength, the assurance that nothing can separate you from my love. My precious children, I want you to understand that fully trusting in me is an act of faith. It is a decision you need to make every day. It is choosing to look to me and not to the circumstances around you. It is believing that I am greater than any problem, any challenge, any fear. I call you to live in the freedom that only trust in me can offer, to experience the abundant life I promise to those who trust in me with all their hearts. Do not delay this decision. The time to abandon fears and fully trust in me is now. Do not allow fear to steal your peace, your joy, your hope. I am here, always ready to welcome you, to guide you, to strengthen you. Trust in me, surrender your fears, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you fully trust in me, you are choosing the path of peace, security, and blessings that only I can offer. I am the God who strengthens, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the need to abandon fears and fully trust in God have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I surrender my fears to the Lord and fully trust in your protection. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the urgency of seeking my presence every day. I know that life can be full of commitments, distractions, and challenges that try to pull you away from me, but I am here to remind you that nothing is more important than being in my presence, where you find strength, peace, and direction. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Seeking my presence is not an option, it is a necessity. I am the source of all life, all peace, all joy. When you seek me, you are drinking from the well that never runs dry, finding the spiritual sustenance that empowers you to face each day with confidence and hope. I want you to know that my presence is not far from you. It is always available, waiting for you to turn to me. I am a God who desires to be close, who wants to walk with you, who wants to have a deep relationship with each one of you. But this relationship requires time. It requires priority. It requires you to set everything else aside to be with me. I know this may seem difficult amid life's demands, but I am here to remind you that when you put me first, all other things fall into their proper place. My beloved children, seeking my presence daily means finding a place of refuge, a place of renewal, a place where you can be completely honest, without masks, without fears. I am the one who knows every part of you, and yet loves you unconditionally. In my presence, you find the love that heals, the peace that calms, the wisdom that guides. There is no problem too great, nor pain too deep, that I cannot touch and transform. Living in my presence also means being aware that I am always with you, not just in moments of prayer or worship, but in every moment of the day. I am the God who walks beside you, who sees every detail of your life, who cares about every aspect of your day. When you seek my presence, you are opening your hearts to me, allowing me to guide you, to uphold you, to envelop you with my love and care. My precious children, I want you to understand that seeking my presence is the key to an abundant life, a life full of purpose, a life that glorifies my name. When you seek me, I fill you with my peace, renew you with my joy, strengthen you with my word. Do not let the distractions of the world or the pressures of daily life pull you away from me. I am here, always ready to welcome you, to speak with you, to reveal more of my love. Do not postpone this search. The time to seek my presence is now. Do not allow the temporal things of this world to steal the opportunity to be with me, to hear my voice, to feel my touch. I am here, always available, always ready to embrace you with open arms. Trust in me, seek my presence, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you seek my presence daily, you are choosing the path of peace, renewal, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who is near, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the urgency of seeking God's presence daily have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I seek the Lord's presence every day and find peace in you. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the promise of peace that I offer you, even amid tribulations. I know that life can be full of challenges, moments of pain and uncertainty, but I am here to remind you that in me, you can find a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that sustains your hearts and minds, even in the toughest times. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Tribulations are a reality in this world, but my peace is a promise that never fails. This peace does not depend on the circumstances around you, but on my presence in your life. When you turn to me amid the storms, I am the one who calms your hearts, who brings serenity amid chaos, who offers rest amid turmoil. I want you to know that the peace I offer is not like the peace the world gives. The peace of the world is temporary, fragile, easily shaken by life's changes and uncertainties. But my peace is eternal, firm, unshakable. It comes from trusting in me, from the certainty that I am in control of all things, from faith in my promises. I am the Prince of Peace, and I desire to fill your hearts with this peace no matter what you are facing. My beloved children, I know that sometimes tribulations can feel overwhelming, that anxiety can try to steal your peace, that fear can attempt to take over your minds. But I am here to remind you that when you cast your cares on me, when you trust in my faithfulness, my peace takes the place of fear, anxiety, and doubt. I am the one who cares for you, who sees every detail of your lives, who never abandons you. My peace is the assurance that no matter what happens, I am with you, guiding every step, holding your hands. Living in my peace also means learning to rest in my sovereignty, in my ability to transform what is difficult into something good. I am the God who works all things for the good of those who love me. Even in tribulations, I am working on your behalf, shaping your character, preparing something greater and better for you. When you trust in me, when you allow my peace to rule your hearts, you are living with the assurance that nothing can separate you from my love and care. My precious children, I want you to understand that the peace I offer is a powerful weapon against the tribulations of this world. When you choose to live in my peace, you are choosing to trust in my word, in my promises, in my character. You are choosing to believe that I am greater than any problem, that my presence is enough to sustain you in any situation. Do not let the worries of the world steal this peace that I offer so generously. Do not delay this decision. The time to live in my peace is now. Do not allow the tribulations of this world to rob you of your joy, your serenity, your trust in me. I am here, always ready to fill your hearts with my peace, to guide you through any challenge, to be your safe refuge. Trust in me, receive my peace, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to live in my peace, you are choosing the path of serenity, trust, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who gives peace, who sustains, who loves without measure. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the promise of peace that God offers amid tribulations have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I receive the Lord's peace amid tribulations and trust in your presence in my life." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to talk to you about the transforming power of forgiveness and how it frees the heart. I know that throughout life, you may have been hurt, betrayed, wounded by the words and actions of others. I know that sometimes these wounds can seem impossible to heal, but I am here to remind you that in me, forgiveness is possible, and that it brings healing, peace, and freedom to your souls. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Forgive and you will be forgiven. Forgiveness is not just a commandment, it is a gift that I offer you. When you choose to forgive, you are choosing to lay aside the weight of bitterness, resentment, and hatred that can corrode your hearts. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring the pain or justifying the wrong, but rather trusting in me to heal your wounds and deal with injustices. I want you to know that forgiveness is not an act of weakness but of strength. It is an expression of the love I've poured into your hearts, the same love that led me to the cross for you. When I chose to forgive you, I did so unreservedly, without conditions. I saw all your flaws, your sins, your imperfections, and yet I chose to forgive and love you unconditionally. In the same way, I call you to forgive those who have hurt you, to let go of the past, and to live in the freedom that forgiveness brings. My beloved children, I know that forgiveness can be difficult, especially when the pain is deep. But I am here to help you in that process. I am the God who heals the brokenhearted, who restores what has been broken, who brings hope where there seems to be none. When you choose to forgive, you are allowing my grace to flow through you, healing not only your wounds, but also impacting the lives of those around you. Living in the power of forgiveness also means forgiving yourselves. I know that sometimes you can be your harshest critics, carrying the weight of guilt and shame for past mistakes. But I am here to remind you that in me, there is total and complete forgiveness. When you repent and come back to me, I not only forgive you but also forget your transgressions, casting them into the sea of forgetfulness. I call you to live in that freedom, to set aside the burden of self-punishment, and to walk in the new life I offer. My precious children, I want you to understand that forgiveness is a doorway to peace, to joy, to the fullness of life I have for you. When you forgive, you are making space in your hearts for my love, my peace, my presence to dwell fully within you. Forgiveness is not just for the benefit of those who have offended you, but primarily for your own good. It is the path to healing, to liberation, to true happiness. Do not delay this decision. The time to forgive is now. Do not allow bitterness or resentment to steal the joy and peace I have for you. I am here, always ready to help you forgive, to heal your wounds, to free you from anything that weighs on your hearts. Trust in me, choose forgiveness, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to forgive, you are choosing the path of peace, healing, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who forgives, who heals, who loves without measure. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the power of forgiveness and how it frees the heart have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I choose to forgive and be free in the love and peace of the Lord." My beloved sons and daughters, today I want to speak to you about the importance of walking in the light and rejecting the darkness. I know that the world is full of deceptions, temptations, and paths that seem good, but lead to destruction. But I am here to remind you that I am the light of the world, and whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Walking in the light means living according to my word, allowing my truth to guide every decision, every thought, every action. The darkness, on the other hand, represents everything that opposes me: sin, lies, deception. When you choose to walk in the light, you are choosing to live in truth, in integrity, in the purity that I offer. I want you to know that the light I offer is not just an idea or concept, but a living and transforming reality. When you walk in the light, my presence surrounds you, my peace guides you, my joy fills your hearts. Darkness cannot prevail where my light shines. I am the light that drives out fear, that reveals the truth, that illuminates the safe path. My beloved children, I know that sometimes the darkness can seem appealing, that the wide and easy path can seem tempting. But I am here to remind you that this path leads to destruction. The enemy is cunning and always tries to deceive you with empty promises and subtle lies. But I call you to be vigilant, to discern what is true from what is false, to reject everything that does not come from me. I call you to stand firm in my word, to let my light shine through you, to be witnesses of my love and truth in this world. Living in the light also means being a light to others. I call you to reflect my light, to be beacons of hope, peace, and love in a world that desperately needs me. When you walk in the light, others can see my presence in your lives and be drawn to me. You are my ambassadors, my representatives, called to live in a way that glorifies my name and brings light to the darkness around you. My precious children, I want you to understand that walking in the light is a daily choice. It is a decision to turn away from sin, to align with my will, to allow my light to transform every area of your lives. I call you to hide nothing from me, to allow my light to reveal and heal everything that needs to be transformed. When you live in the light, you are living in the freedom, peace, and joy that only I can offer. Do not delay this decision. The time to walk in the light is now. Do not let the darkness of this world steal the light I have placed in you. I am here, always ready to guide you, to strengthen you, to fill your lives with my light. Trust in me, choose to walk in the light, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you choose to walk in the light, you are choosing the path of truth, purity, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who illuminates, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the importance of walking in the light and rejecting the darkness have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I choose to walk in the light of the Lord and reject the darkness of this world." My beloved children, thank you for being with me in this special moment. If these words have touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, share this message with those who need to hear it, and activate the notification bell so we can continue walking together every day. Now, I have prepared something special for you. The next video that is appearing on the screen is a continuation of this message, with revelations that can transform your life. If you truly love me, don't miss this opportunity. Click and continue the journey with me. Together, let's discover more about my love and purpose for your life.